All right, we're going to get started, everybody. I think all the names on here are pretty familiar with the Zoom process. We have Alex Verdugo here, um, part of a busy winter meetings for Brian Cashman of the New York Yankees, and we're thankful of Alex giving a few minutes of his time here. The raise hand function is at the bottom of your screen. Please utilize it. And if you guys would be kind enough, as Alex gets to know the New York media contingent, if you would, again, kindly introduce yourselves to Alex before asking your question. And then also, if your video is dark and you do ask a question, as a courtesy, if you wouldn't mind showing your face when you ask the question, that would be helpful. Okay. Happy holidays, everybody. Alex, thanks again. We can get to some questions. We can start with Brendan Cuddy. Brendan, go ahead.
Alex, thank you for taking the time. My name is Brendan Cuddy. I'm with The Athletic. Two questions. First, Aaron Boone today said he felt like, you're a good player, great bat to ball, good corner outfielder, but it feels like you haven't totally reached your potential yet. Like there could be more in there for you. When you hear that, when you hear this more in there for you, just what do you think about?
Hey, Alex, I think you got to unmute if you could, please.
Sorry.
We got you.
No, just like you said, man, I do. It's one of those things, man. It's nice to hear, but it's also like, as a player and an athlete, and it being about me, I want to tap into it, right? I want it to be now. I want to reach that potential. So, for me, I think with the older I get, the more stability I get. I'm starting to train better. I'm starting to have the resources in the off season, everything that I kind of need to I think really take the next step. So for me, it's just really it's nice to hear that, but it's also now we got to figure out the right steps to make it happen, make that projection or that where everybody says there's more in the tank, but let's get it.
And also, you've had some interesting situations or moments with Yankees fans in the past, from back and forth in the outfield to a ball hitting you in the head. Just what do you say to Yankees fans as now you're a Yankee?
I mean, yeah, I got hit in the back, not the head. The head would have been a little bit worse, but no, really, man, it's part of that rivalry, right? You know what I mean? So we kind of you feed into it. As I was with the Red Sox, I just fed into it. You really take that, take it to heart. And I feel like it's a little bit of a switch up, but I'm very excited to, bring that same energy but towards Red Sox now. And it's kind of the mindset in New York, how people talk, they're a little bit more aggressive and they're kind of straight to the point. It's I like that, man. I enjoy it. And, I think when they see me play every day and they see me bust my butt and work hard and, I think they'll like what they see.
Thank you.
Go to Ron Blum. Go ahead. You have to unmute now, Ron.
There, now. Hi, Alex. Ron Blum from Associated Press. What went in the decision to get rid of the beard so quickly after the trade rather than wait till spring training? And when was the last time you went without a beard?
Yeah, it was kind of bothering me, man, because that was the biggest thing, going to the Yankees. You have to be clean shaven. I haven't been clean shaven since high school, and even then I would have some stuff on my chin, some things like that. But it was just kind of eating at me. And I was like, you know what? I don't even know how I look without a beard. I was like, I want to cut it up, see how it feels. And then also I wanted to because since you have to keep up the shaving, I wanted to see how my skin would react or, to constantly shaving and keeping it clean. And just to kind of see if I can maybe be better prepared for season. So, but yeah, man, I actually really like it. It feels like a fresh start, and I feel like a kid again.
What does your family think of the look?
They love it. My mom loves it. My mom thinks like I look like her little boy again. You know, she says I look like I'm back in high school. So she really likes it. But you know me, I like the roughness of a beard, right? I like it. It kind of keeps you a little warmer when it's cold. But you know, I do appreciate this. It's starting to I'm starting to get used to it, and that's why I shaved so soon.
Thank you.
Go to Gary Phillips.
Hey, Alex. Gary Phillips with the Daily News here. Also, not clean shaven since high school. Um, just out of curiosity, how do you feel that playing right field in Fenway is going to help you with left field at Yankee Stadium?
Um, yeah, I think for me, man, really last year I really just wanted to get in better shape. I wanted to be able to run like I used to. I wanted to be able to change directions, and I felt like that really it really just, you know, it was an immediate like you could see it. There was a definite difference. I was a Gold Glove finalist. Like, just there was a big difference in the way that I played, and I was able to run after balls, go get balls, you know, and if I had not the best jump, I could make up for it. So the fact of like Fenway being so big and right, I think it played good too. As in, I gotta, you know, show that a little bit more. And wherever I play in New York, whether it's left, center, right, you know, it's going to be wherever they need me, and I just want to do what I can do. Like, I just want to, you know, help the pitching staff, help the team, you know, just making outs and you know, just keeping people from taking extra bases. So I think bigger outfields obviously help when you go to smaller outfields, but at the same time, when it's bigger, you have more range to kind of show it off.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Max Goodman, please unmute.
Hey, Alex, thanks for taking the time. It's Max Goodman with NJ.com. You've played with some really good outfielders in your career in Boston, notably Mookie Betts, those guys. How good do you think this Yankees outfield can be with you, Judge, and Soto, and how excited are you to get started with those guys?
Um, Man, I honestly, so I didn't play with Betts. I was for that trade. That was that. But no problem. I have played with some really good outfielders, some really good defenders as well. And you know, I'm excited to kind of be out there with Judge, be out there with Soto, man. I think they obviously handle the power side of it. You know what I mean? And I want to handle the getting on base for them, the, you know, saving runs and helping any way I can out there. So I think for me, it's just going to be, you know, a lot of kind of just picking their brains, man. I want to talk to these guys that you know have proven that they're, you know, superstars, and just consistently they go out there and do it every day. So I want to talk to them, see what their kind of just what their routine is, what they do, like just to how they kind of live to make sure they sustain that. And I think the older I get, it's like I said, the pieces of the puzzle are all coming together. You know what I mean? And I just feel like having some more stability is something that I needed. And, you know, having a couple-year deal where, you know, you're solidified is going to kind of really help that. For me, it was just getting a house. Like, I finally moved into a home. I have all my stuff here. I have my training, like my facility I go to, and it just feels like I'm in a much better space mentally, physically. And, you know, I'm very excited.
Thank you, man. Sorry about that mistake, by the way.
You're good, bro. You're good.
Dan Martin, go ahead.
Hey, Alex. Dan Martin from the New York Post. Thanks for the time. You know, I know you had some issues in Boston this year with Cora and, you know, not playing and getting benched. What did you learn from that? Is there anything that you took from it? Or I know you were not happy necessarily with the way that was handled, but is there something that you got from that experience?
Yeah, you know, I think for me, it toughens me up, man. It makes me realize some things. And then also, like, I think the biggest thing is I had, you know, several players and kind of veteran figures, you know, reached out to me and just, you know, kind of just really helped me through some stuff and just kind of, you know, encouraging me and letting me know, like, hey, you just got to do certain things that, you know, just make it all like kind of run smoothly. And for me, those bumps in the road, those things like that, man, I'm not too sure 100% what it was. It could also be, you're struggling on a baseball team. It's just, there's a lot of expectations, and when you're not really meeting them, you kind of you start bumping heads a little bit. So for me, like I said, I'm very, very excited to work with Aaron. I've seen the way he has his back, like has his players' backs, and the one that really gets out to me is when he's like, these guys are savages, and he's yelling at the umpire. And I mean, that's something I want to see out of my head coach, man. I want to see some fire, some fight for the guys, and I think just instead of airing people out, have their backs. And I'm really excited for this fresh start, and just to kind of get with the guys and really just just change the narrative, man. Go out there, play hard, work hard, and just have fun, man. That's the biggest thing.
You pick a new number yet?
Yeah, I don't know if I can tell you guys though. I'll break out the release with a necklace, a pendant. When I get the pendant, then the number will come out.
Brian Hoke.
Hey, Alex, Brian Hoke with MLB.com. You've mentioned fresh start a couple times already on this call. What was your reaction when the trade went down, and did you have any idea that one was coming?
Yeah, the genuine reaction was, mad. I was hot. I was just like, man, they really sent me to the rivals, the Yankees, like this, that. And then, after about a day, I just started sitting back, started thinking, just reminiscing about how this year went with the Red Sox, how just, kind of everything that was going on. And then I started thinking, having guys reach out, Judge, Stanton, Garrett, Rizzo, just these guys started all reaching out and just welcoming me to the team. And, it just then got me excited, man. It got me excited. I shaved right away just so I could feel like I'm in it. I work out every day in a Yankees hat. I got it right here just to kind of see like what it looks on me, how it feels. And, man, I'm just like I said before, a fresh start, and it feels good. It feels good, and I want to go to this organization, and I just want to work hard, and I want to prove maybe a lot of these what he said, she said things wrong, and I want to just show them we're all people, man. We're all humans, and yeah, we make mistakes, but how do we learn from it? How do we bounce back from it, and how much stronger do we get from that? So. I'm excited for, this new fresh start, and I want to win the World Series, man. But, obviously we gotta take it day by day.
Thank you.
Splendorio, go ahead.
Hey, Alex, it's Peter Splendorio with New York Daily News. I know you mentioned wanting to be like a table setter for Judge and Soto. My question is, have you kind of gotten a sense of how the Yankees plan to use you, maybe in the lineup? And I know you mentioned the outfield situation as well, but just have you gotten a sense, maybe, or spoken to them about how they're going to use you this year?
No, not yet. Like I said, man, I'm there just to play baseball. My biggest thing is going to be focused on getting healthy, getting stronger, and just really maintaining that throughout the whole entire year. And I feel like by numbers talk, man. You go out there, you play well, you do your thing, you're gonna get more at bats, you're gonna get more opportunities. So that's how I see it.
News 12, the Bronx. We don't have a name for you, so if you could introduce yourself.
Steven Totolo, News 12, the Bronx. Alex, New York's a notoriously tough place to play. What do you think is going to make you different and help you succeed in the city and in this market?
I think what makes me different is I really don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't care about the tough crowd, the people talking the smack like that. I don't care. I feed off of it, man. I like when people talk. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you want your fan base to have your back, right? You want them to support you, and like that does mean a lot. I do appreciate it. And so far from being with the Dodgers, being with the Red Sox, the fan bases have really been behind my back and made it like super fun. So I expect it to kind of be for New York. I know it's going to be a little weird for some people, but hopefully some of the highlights, can happen with the Yankees, and you kind of just start winning over the crowd. But I'm not really too worried about that stuff. Like I said, it's just we go out there, we play hard as professional athletes. We understand how hard this game is, and we understand how much failure is in this game. So as a fan, it's like you expect every time you're watching, every time you see it, like, how'd you not get a hit? How'd you do this? How'd you swing at that? But, really, athletes, they understand this game. We understand how hard it is. And, I'm excited for it, bro. I'm looking forward to whatever kind of reception I get from them. If it's good, positive, if it's half, like, I'm just excited to kind of see them and just kind of mess with the stands a little bit.
Next to Danielle McCartan. Danielle, go ahead.
Hey, how's it going, Alex? Welcome to New York. Two questions here. One, have you practiced what you're going to do for the bleacher creatures? That's a funny one. And then the other one is, knowing what this Yankees lineup needs up close with the Red Sox, what's your best asset and skill set to improve it?
One, I don't know what I'm going to do to the bleacher creatures yet. We got to figure that out. Maybe be a little casual at first, just, a little wave. And then I think for me, man, I can kind of be wherever in the lineup. I could be at the top of the lineup to work at bats, see pitches, get on base. I could be in the middle of the lineup for, when some of the guys are on base that, I can shoot a hole, I can hit a gapper. Every once in a while I run into one where it will leave the park. But I just feel like, my bat to ball skills is a really good thing that it's probably one of my biggest strengths. And sometimes it's a weakness to where you make, weak contact. But the fact is that I can put the barrel of the bat on the ball. And it's just, I think talking to Judge, talking to Soto, talking to Rizzo, talking to these guys about hitting and trying to understand a little bit more and about leverage and, maybe just getting the ball out in front a little bit more. I think we could really take off and have a little bit more power numbers, even though that's not what I'm looking for, but it's just more quality contact and things like that. So I kind of see myself fitting in wherever, and that's kind of how I've always felt with all 30 big league teams. I think I can be 1 through 5, 1 through 6 on every big league team.
And and one follow up here, the short portion right field, obviously. How would your swing kind of fit that dimensional, in right field?
I think we'll find out during the season, but I'd like to say that, I've hit a lot of line drives to Fenway's right field that have been at the warning track that would be home runs in New York. So I will just see, you know what I mean? We'll see how it is. And, hopefully it benefits me a lot more. Hopefully we can sneak out 5-10 more home runs just out of that.
Julian McWilliams, please unmute.
Hey, what's up, Alex? Quick question for Julian McWilliams from Boston Globe. As you look back at sort of your career in Boston and sort of the, what you guys did, do you feel like this is an organization sort of moving forward that was sort of committed to winning, or do you think they just kind of, sort of middling in the pack?
As the Red Sox?
Yeah, for the Red Sox.
Yeah, so really, I thought they were in a rebuild process. You know what I mean? I thought that Heim did a really good job of, rebuilding the farm system, getting guys in, getting young, fresh people in. And I think that's ideally what the goal was. I think they used him as kind of a goat to, then, hey, we're not winning, get rid of him, bring another guy in. But really, I do feel like, I think 21 was an exception. We had guys that were all clicking and we played really well. And I felt like 22 and 23, both years, we were at that fringe where we needed a couple key pieces and we never went for it. So, yeah, man, it was definitely frustrating because, playing there in 2020, no fans. 21, great year, fans, just the going to the playoffs, like that was Boston baseball that I remember. And then it was 22, 23 were just letdowns, man. You don't see you don't see Fenway empty like that too much. And for me, yeah, it felt like it was more of a rebuild process. And I think now they're kind of getting over that and they're going to start, contending and going for it. But, it was definitely just get some prospects and try to re-get the minor leaguers going.
Take the last one here from Junko Ichimura. Junko, go ahead.
Hi, thank you, Jason, and thank you so much, Alex, for your time. My name is Junko Ichimura, Hochi Shimbun, and you here?
Yeah,
we got you.
Okay.
We got you, Junko.
You are the one of the players that faced Yamamoto, and you hit RBI double. And what is your I know as a pitcher, what's your impression about him, and how you see him in your team, in your Yankees, and also how much you pay attention to those news around Yamamoto right now?
Yeah, I remember facing him. I thought, his stuff was good. I thought the biggest thing that he had was he was very fast to the plate. So it was hard to get your timing as a hitter against him. He just was very quick. So I think the first at bat, I hit a ball very weakly. It was, I felt very rushed in the box. And then that second at bat, I just made sure that I started earlier than I thought, and I was able to hit the RBI double. But I think this is a pitcher who's good. I think he has good command. He's got a good arm. He's a pitcher that can definitely help out a lot of teams and especially winning teams. So, and then as far as me paying attention to too much trades or signings, I really don't, other than what the ESPN app will kind of, when the trade's done, it will kind of pop up and tell you what happened. But other than that, I really haven't. I've been very busy this off season with moving houses and, working out, obviously getting traded. So there's been a lot of variables and moving parts that I've had to do. So I haven't been too involved with just looking at trades or anything.
Thank you.
Hey, everyone. Alex, thanks again, and welcome aboard. Look forward to seeing you sometime soon, certainly Tampa in February. Everybody else, if we don't talk to you, please have a happy and healthy holiday season, and I'm sure we'll catch you guys on the rebound. Alex, thanks, man.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Be easy on New York media.
We now